أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا اللهم ارحمنا اللهم ارحمنا عاجلينا اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. This is the second section about intercession in the Quran or in Islam, how the Quran deals with the matter, with the subject. We studied one verse, of course, only from intercession point of view, not the verse, whole verse, just as far as our subject is concerned, we studied it. And we learned that the Quran says intercession belongs to God alone. So it is still not clear what it means, intercession belongs to God. What does it mean? So now, inshallah, without wasting more time, we will just go into the verses of the Quran related to intercession. We will have a journey together with the verses. So, Ahmad, since you are here,
ولم يكن لهم من شركائهم شفعاء وكانوا بشركائهم كافرين. And no intercessors will they have among their associates, and they will be disbelievers in their associates.
Now, there are two, thank you, there are two main verses here. One of them is intercessors, no intercessor they will have. It means those people who don't really attribute the creation to its real owner. So they have some sort of things that they will intercede between God and them. So this verse, I have chosen this verse just to start today with, because in this verse, intercessor and anything which is associated with God, it means this word is shurakaihim, their associates, which means anything other than God is taken to be to have any kind of power of deity or share the deity of the Creator. So in this verse, they are equated. That's why I have chosen this verse. Now, there are many others, but the reason, so we have to understand two concepts that we may question about it. What is it to do with associating God's deity, anything with God's deity? It means giving the power to create, giving the power to control, giving the power to be able to handle everything within its own hand or control power. Practical example, who would like to give a practical example for ascribing association to God? And a practical example, for example, how do we understand what God is really? What do we mean by when I say God is the owner of the universe but something else next to it? How does it work? It's not very easy to describe what in Arabic shirk or sharik here. shuraka, plural of sharik. It's not very easy. I don't want to go straight into a subject. So, would you like to share your understanding of ascribing divinity to anything else other than God? Mm-hmm.
So, like anything cause and effect, this idea of, for example, Zainab, she's my friend, she makes me smile, so then for me to be like, Zainab is the cause and the effect of my happiness, cause and effect.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this cause and effect relationship may be taken
As her being the producer of, or the creator of my joy.
Nigel, it means you are ascribing the joy to Zainab as to be the source of the joy. That is not right? This attitude is not right? You are saying...
Yeah, I'm saying,
Why
I'm saying
not?
that attitude is not right.
How do you come to this conclusion? Don't you believe in God? Yeah. Yeah? So, you say, don't you believe in God?
Yes.
You say yes? Why are you afraid of it? Say, what do you mean by God? No, within this context now, we are not going to study what God, the nature of God, etc. Just within this context, what do you mean by God? Simply.
In this specific context,
Yeah.
the giver of the joy that I received in that moment.
Yeah. So let's use more comprehensive sentence. The source of the existence of the joy is the one who gives existence to everything. Yeah, so Zainab cannot give existence to anything. Although I don't think she claims that. Hopefully not. Because we are not the source of anything exists, but we are only the consumer of the things that already exists. So the problem here, or the question for us, lies here. Who is the source of existence of anything? So if I say I believe in God, who created the universe, maybe a legitimate sentence, but practically we don't live according to this understanding. Practically. So God created everything, but this is my computer, I'm the such and such person, and I'm learning, I'm going to get my degree, or I'm going to help somebody, or not. And where is God? Which means, since you said that you believe in God, so you have to accept it. No, we have to clarify our understanding. When I am dealing with the rest of the world, the things around, I have to make sure about the source of existence of anything. About the source of existence of anything. Not only the matter itself, for example, in a human-made computer, so not only the hardware, but also software. So who is the owner of the software? Who is the owner of the hardware? Software represents the so-called natural laws. Hardware it represents nature itself, whatever it means. So we have to question, what is nature, what is natural laws, and what is the relationship between nature and natural laws, and we have to define them. We have to define them. Okay?
Sorry to interrupt. It's just that there's one idea that I need to clarify, or I need clarification for before we continue. That you said we are the consumers of, I'm not sure what you said.
Okay, we are the consumers of what already exists.
Right. So if God is the source of existence, are we consumers, but are we also transformers? Do we transform what God created into other things? For example, God created our minds and our ability to think and reason, and we transformed that ability into a way to create the software in this computer. Can we think of ourselves as transformers?
While we are transforming the already existing rules or laws in the universe, we are obtaining them. So what it seems to be, I am taking the principles in the creation and applying it within another context, it seems to be. But we studied a lot on this matter. While I am acting from one point in time into another point in time, we emphasized on the importance of the matter which needs to be taken into consideration. These two time N1 and N2 independent existence. So what we are doing as human beings who have free will, we are choosing from among the already existing principles, but we are not giving existence to anything new. Now that is the critical point.
So we're discovering what's already existing and working with it.
Working with it, but as we are consuming, what I mean by consuming, not giving existence to anything new. That is the purpose of the usage of this word. We are consumers. We always use, that's nothing more than we do or contribute to nature. So in time, think about it, it's a very, very critical way of thinking that. Because I say, here it is, I don't want to touch this machine, this goes off. So here are my glasses. Yeah, I say I took the glass from here and put it there. So as if I changed the position. But be careful, I am not the creator of the action. What I am doing, I am consuming what already exists, and through the given free will, I am saying that it must be here, but the time N1 and time N2 has, or have, two of them have independent existence. So still, for example, while I am using, of course, the time fractions that so we cannot really go to the very small fraction of it, but we only can think of the events in a linear form. It means the continuation of the actions. That's why we seem to be effective. That we are, for example, my ability to lift this one up and move here are all the created events, if you like, or sequences of events. Because the universe is coming into existence throughout, as we call it, time. I think we went over it on many occasions, because that is what we are misled mostly in this point. We ignore that every moment the universe is a new creation, or however you see it. Yesterday needed to exist, today needs to exist, tomorrow needs to exist. The problem is, who is giving existence? What is the source of existence of yesterday, today, and tomorrow? So when we take it, we understand that we are being made. We are given existence. But the continuation of the existence and harmony in the existence and the perfection in the existence and with no break in the existence no hesitation in the existence, demonstrates that the source cannot be any part of this world, because anything in this world cannot go out of the time as we perceive it and have an effect outside world, saying that giving an existence to anything anew. No, they can't. But I cannot give existence to anything anew. I just use through my free will. Okay. So my stomach works according to the will, the choice of the creator of the universe. I can speak according to the will of the creator of the universe. If he doesn't will me to speak, I cannot create the power to speak. I cannot be the source of the existence of my speech. I'm just using it, consuming. It may not be the exact right word, but I can think of another better word with my perfect English. So you will excuse me. So that is, this word association, attributing association to anything other than the creator of the whole universe with its all ingredients, with its all qualities, is dealt with in this verse in the intercessors. So we won't deny the word intercession, but we will define the word intercession. In which sense? For example, if the intercession, for our understanding, perception of intercession, has a hue of, has a trace of association with God, the Quran totally rejects it. There's no such thing. But if the intercession, the concept of intercession, has nothing to do with the association with God, God's authority or God's creatorship, then it is up to my understanding that I am not seeing it I am not seeing or regarding anything in order to replace the creatorship of God with something else. For example, God is the creator of the universe, and somebody is eating food there. Okay, food is nourishing me. What did I do here? I gave a way to the food to do something. It means it had an effect. So I should question, can the food itself nourish me? It means, can the food be the source of existence of the event which is called by human beings nourishment? Now we have to be very clear. Can it be the source of the concept of nourishment? So nourishment has an independent existence. So it needs a source to come into existence. Who is the source? Can you say that the atomic structure or molecules or particles of the food I am eating, I am having, is the source of the existence of nourishment? Be careful here. Source of the existence of nourishment. We simply, when we speak simply, we say, this food is nourishing. Yes. In this sense, it may be an intercessor in the positive sense, acceptable sense. It may be an association with God in the negative sense, as the Quran will describe it. We will study further. There are some verses we will say, there are intercessors. But most of the verses, be careful, there is no intercessor, they say. So we have to make clear. But we should be careful not to speak on behalf of the real existence out there. When we speak about this intercession and association of God's quality with other things, when we speak about all this, we are talking from the perspective of our own perception. How do you see it? For example, the sister, why did you stop eating? You can carry on. Did you finish? No. So the sister will be puzzled. Who is nourishing? Food or God? I mean, very simple. If it is God, why should I bother to get the food? If it is food, why should I bother to think about the existence of food and who made it? You know, if I believe in God because of the amazement, because of the mind-blowing perfection in the universe coming into existence, say, oh, there must be a God. No, can't be. And then when it comes to my eating, the action of eating, I say, yeah, no, food is nourishing me. If I don't eat it, I will be hungry, and my cells will suffer from lack of vitamins or proteins, whatever. And that is the biological terminology they use. Now, what shall I do now? Okay. If you think that food needs to be created, the action of nourishing needs to be created, right? If you are aware that this action of nourishment, be careful, I'm not saying only the food needs to be created. Action of nourishment, the concept nourishment, these chemical reactions, interactions between within the cells and taking the vitamins or whatever the minerals, whatever the food has, and this action moving, coming together, the atoms are pulling each other. What we are talking about here? The pulling action. For example, these are the glasses, and this is my hand. Okay, look, I'm pulling. So what it means, not only that we will pay attention to the existence of glasses and maybe /and, not paying attention to the existence of my hand, but fundamentally and essentially we are talking about the phenomena of acting, pulling, coming together. That's what we usually ignore. That's why we need to emphasize on this aspect of it. So they say, for example, two atoms and electrons, if the number of the electrons on the outer circle is less, more, they complete each other, and that's how the molecule, they come together. But we are talking coming together. Yeah? Coming together. So I exist, but I exist with my power of hearing, power of sight, power of smell. Although my cells exist with communication. So the problem is, or the point I have to pay very close attention to is this: how the action of communication is taking place. Can I attribute this action of communication to anything in this world? You know, this is the cause of existence of action of communication, interaction between the things. So the whole harmony of the order of the universe is to be taken into question. So when you are sure about it, you understand that, yes, it is amazing, everything is amazing, but my understanding of the creator of the universe, if I have such an understanding, if I don't, I have to question. Can I explain the existence of matter by itself? Can I explain the existence of the laws and principles within this universe, operating within this universe to itself. I don't know what it means. You know, for example, the moving. You're moving from one place to another, the movement. Can I explain the existence of the movement by attributing it to itself? My logic says I can't. I am a human being. I say no. There must be a source of existence. There must be a source which brings the motion into existence. This is not new, of course. I'm not the one who is inventing it. No. It has been studied, of course, throughout centuries. But especially as an critics or opposition to a Hellenistic understanding of the world with the Greek philosophy, the Muslim philosophers concentrated not on the matter itself. Who created the atom? They said, no, it's not important. First, we have to understand the qualities, the properties of atom. What makes an atom an atom? The qualities. For example, the electron is there, all right, okay, electron, but electron moves. Oh, what does it mean? And they said, okay, we have to look for the source of the existence of the properties of the things. So they had a very sharp, if you like, criticism of Greek understanding of the eternity of the universe. They criticized it, they rejected it, they said no. But they, of course, produced their own understanding of existence. That's what we are following. But this is not, and this understanding goes back to the beginning of really early Islamic philosophy or Islamic thinkers, scholars. Nowadays, scholars are busy with something else. Yeah. How are we going to do, for example, I don't know, do something, it's halal, it is haram, this kind of thing. So that is a little bit, off the central point nowadays. I don't know. So did we understand that intercession and association of God's qualities with another thing, which is called in Arabic, one of them is called, intercession is called shafa'ah, in the language of the Quran, the derivation of this word, and the other one is called shirk. Again, derivation, different forms of the same word. That's an Arabic language. So you can make 200 something other forms out of one word. Consists of three letters. So, the relationship we understood. The things are out there, and our understanding is to be examined whether I am making a judgment about the nature of the thing itself or my attitude, my interpretation of the thing. So if it is my interpretation of the thing, we will understand that if I don't associate any power, any quality of the things with the creator or with a creatorship, with the quality of a creator, then say that, okay, these glasses help me to see better. They are the intercessors between me and the creator. But they are not acting, they are not the source of existence of anything. If you make sure this, the Quran says, okay. But if you attribute any kind of quality to the glasses that they are the creator, the source of existence of the result, the effect. That's why the cause and effect is to be discussed here. Then this is not an intercessor. These are not intercessors anymore. They are associates of God. Did you get it clear? That's what I wanted to make clear with this verse. And the rest will be easy. Just make the distinction between my attitude my perception of the event and the real thing out there. For example, we always have this kind of mistakes, saying that, okay, God created this lovely boy. Hello, my friend. Assalamu alaikum. So, God created this boy, okay, but I am educating. Okay? I am educating it. I am helping him to grow. But then what happened now? Just a minute. Are you an associate or are you an intercessor? So it is within my perception of the event. So if I see my functioning is the source of existence of educating the child, I am not really saying that I am an intercessor. I am an associator. Did they get it? Clear, inshallah. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, very nice, man. Yeah. Thank you. You can sit here, or sit on my lap, or play with your sister there. Go. Yeah. Go. Right. If you are happy with it, move on to the next one. Bismillah.
وأنذر به الذين يخافون أن يحشروا إلى ربهم ليس لهم من دونه ولي ولا شفيع لعلهم يتقون. And warned by the Qur'an those who fear that they will be gathered before their Lord. For them, apart from Him, will be no protector and no intercessor, that they might become righteous.
Now, I think we have to be quite, calm but alarmed. Yeah, concentration is absolutely a must. Now, in this verse, apart from the creator of the whole universe, whoever gave existence to everything, whole universe, gave existence because the things need to exist. They cannot be the creator of their existence because in order to be an agent, we have to exist first. That's obvious. That human logic says you have to exist first so that you or the thing should give existence to another thing. So if I don't exist, I cannot be the source of existence of anything because I don't exist myself. So if something exists, it means it is brought into existence by something else. Now we are looking by what? By what? Now, if we say, okay, the universe has been given existence by something out of this universe, or at least by something not of the nature of this universe, it means the thing itself has been created or has been given existence. But they need to be brought into existence. How can they, or how can I say that it gave existence to something else while it itself is in need of being brought into existence? That's the very clear vision of the universe. So we cannot say that the very typical Greek philosophy, the matter is eternal. It cannot be. My logic says, nah.
Why not?
But it can't be eternal.
Matter?
Yeah. Matter cannot be eternal. Why? Because it exists. I'm questioning the source of existence of the thing which exists. Yeah. So after this, the first step we go into the belief that the Creator has given existence to the universe. That's fair. That's all right. Okay. But here we will say, after saying that the universe, the universe is a creator, afterwards, the Quran speaks to human beings, to its reader, saying that, okay, apart from him, you should have this understanding. Apart from him, there will be no protector, which is called in Arabic wali, which is protector, protects, takes care of whatever, and no intercessor. It means in this verse, if we are careful, two words are used and made it clear for us what we mean by protector, wali, what we mean by, well, shafi', it means intercessor. Now, we have to be very careful because the sources, commentaries, are full of confusion to me. So that's my reading. So full of confusion. Where I said, you cannot have walis as your intercessors. What do you mean by wali? What do you mean by intercessor? So the Quran says here, intercessors and wali, which is the protectors, are the same if, that's very important, if you see that this protector has a power to intercede between you and the Creator. It means, you know, God, let me say, it's a beautiful example. The child and his mother and father are here, so welcome. So his mother, so who created the mother? Of course, the one who created the universe. Okay. Who's educating the child? Mother. Oh. Now, what happened now? Where is God? God disappeared. So if the universe has been created, and any elements within the universe must have been created together with its soul. So nothing can give existence to itself in another moment, because every moment in terms of time has its own independent existence. That's what we have to teach this mind. If someone cannot teach this way of viewing the universe, whether he may believe in God or not, I don't mind, but his understanding of God and belief is baseless. Now, it means I say I believe in God, but really practically I don't really believe in God. I'm not denying it, but I'm not aware of what belief is. So I have to check out for my own attitude now. If I say, and the mother is here, the practical example. If you say that I am not educating the child, okay, bye-bye, I am leaving the child and I'm going there, since you denied my function here. We say, no, you have to stay here. You have to intercede and take care of the child, but you should not give the power to exist, power to create to the concept of educating. Educating is also created by God. You are just using it with the free will it is given to you, just using it. Again, come back to the word consumer. So we have to be very comfortable. Everything is, every moment is given existence. We are just practicing our free will, choosing but not creating. So the protector, if in my understanding, the protector, the concept of protector doesn't have any power to create at all, but the way it's created and seen by me, how the creator is functioning. It is the mode of creation established by its creator. I'm just following the mode of creation. That's called we have to be very careful, laws. Laws of creation. It means the principles, the way the creator of the universe is functioning there. I'm following the mode of creation. I am following the law of creation. It means principle of creation. Are you with me? So I'm just following the law.
We're following the natural laws that God created in this world.
Now, be careful. That's good, because that is the fallacy that we always fall into. That's the mistake. I didn't say natural law. I said, the law in the order of the creation. It means the way God creates. Because there is nothing which can say that exists by itself. If you say natural, it means the law belongs to nature. Question it. Can the nature, can matter be the source of existence of the principles that it is coming into existence? You are a human being. Yeah, you are saying no. Yeah? I'm saying no, too. Yeah. So we agree on it. Right? So there is no natural laws. What is there? The way the creator, who is absolute, must be absolute, because taking everything at a moment, at the same time, with no hesitation, with no difficulty. It means the source must be absolute. Everything is equal before it. So the way the creator of the universe is acting in this way, I observe, what I am doing is what the mother is doing, is only using her free will to choose from among the options which she has given. For example, she can say, oh, my daughter, come here and sit here. Or she can say, okay, let me not interfere into her, which is better. Well, take notice. Not to interfere is better. Yes, freedom, the human beings created to be free. So, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't guide, but, not to interfere very much. So, choose that one. What are you doing? I'm choosing from among the created things. Then you are a protector of the child, but at the same time you have no claim or authority over the action. Well, that makes sense. So in this sense, this protector and intercessor are used together. So far we learned 3 concepts. Shafa'a, intercessor. Shirk, it means association of the qualities of God with other things. And protection, wali. All of them, have you noticed? All of them depends on our perception. Reality is different from my perception. So I perceive this one as if the person is doing something, but I may also perceive that no, this person is not doing, he is just choosing, but the creator is giving existence to that thing. That is in my view. That's why we are very sensitive when we say we believe in one God. Not only one God up there, nothing to do with number, that's obvious. Everybody talks about it, everybody is clear about it. No, it's not. Its oneness is absoluteness. So how am I experiencing this absoluteness in my practical life? That is the problem. So that's what Quran is really trying to teach me within different contexts. And talking about intercession, together with association, together with protection, and draws my attention. If we really expand the word, not only intercession, but include protection, it becomes 100 maybe verses in the Quran. Protection as well. Because they are often same nature. It depending on your attitude. It may be good, it may be right, it may be wrong. One more. Are we okay with this verse? Okay, one more. About
إن الذين تدعون من دون الله عباد أمثالكم فادعوهم فليستجيبوا لكم إن كنتم صادقين ألهم أرجل يمشون بها أم لهم أيد يبطشون بها أم لهم أعين يبصرون بها أم لهم آذان يسمعون بها قل ادعوا شركاءكم ثم كيدون فلا تنظرون.
So I really love the way the Quran teaches. So simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist or anything, no mathematician. Just very simple. As we practice within our life, in our life, wow, we see how we explain the things to everybody. You don't have to have a very scientific education in order to really understand the teachings of the Quran. So, but if you don't mind, slowly, English translation, please.
Verily, all those whom you invoke besides God are but created beings like yourselves.
You see, look, pay attention to your own reality. You see yourself. Habibi, did you make your nose?
No.
Did you make the ability that you can speak?
No.
Look, what is it there? So you are smiling and laughing now. Did you make the ability to laugh?
No.
God, how about your cells? Did you make them? You know, so that they will enable you to laugh. Oh God, all your matters, or the matter side, and the qualities of the matters, all of them, you didn't make it. That's what the Quran says. The Quran teaches now ordinary people. Look at, they are created. So you didn't make it. How about the tree? How about the stars or the sun? It's turning, it's revolving around and emitting light. So if you cannot create, if you cannot be the creator or the source of existence of your power of sight or power of speech, then the sun cannot be the source of existence of the light it emits. It's very simple, but very real, because it is practical as I experience within my own life. Yep.
So nature collectively cannot be the source of existence of nature.
Because it exists. So it needs a source of existence to come into existence. And also their qualities. We not only from the beginning I don't want to touch the machine. And also I've been sitting all day here. So not only the nature at the beginning, not right now. Not only the nature in it is total set right now, anything. Let's take an atom, for example, molecule, air molecule. Yep. Try to explain the existence of this molecule. But look at yourself. And use yourself as a criteria. That's very important. If I cannot be the source of existence of my power of smell, yeah, I don't know, I found it. How can the cell be, or DNA in the cell, or whatever is within the DNA structure, whatever it is there, I don't know the technical words for it, cannot be the source of existence of their properties. Because I cannot be the source of existence of my own property. That's what the Quran is teaching, the universal way of teaching. It's not speaking to biologists or physicists. Everybody. So it's a beautiful, beings like yourself. It's very, ibadun amthalukum. The Arabic also is very clear, huh? Those native Arabic speakers, they are ibadun amthalukum. Like yourself. Okay.
Invoke them then, and let them answer your prayer, if what you claim is true.
Anything other than the creator of the universe, what do you think may be the source of the existence of anything? Go and directly ask. But of course, there are two ways of asking, and the trick is there. Trick that we are swallowing nowadays, but not only nowadays, for how many centuries, 3-4 centuries, the human beings are indoctrinated in this way. They say, if there was no air, I would die. Well, but look, if there was no air, which is called, we call it, or in the Islamic literature called a negative question. If there was no air, I would die. But then, conclusion, look at the bright conclusion, in quote unquote. Then, air is at least one of the source of life. But the Quran says, no, be careful. invoke them then and let them answer your prayer. It means, what are you expecting from them? To be the source of existence of life. So come to the cause with a positive question. Can you give existence to life? Do you have the qualities to make it? Yourself. Speak to the cell. Speak to the atom. Speak to the particle. Can you be the creator, the source of existence, it means? But this is important concept. Creator is general, source of existence of life. The atom, the molecule itself, has no power of life, has no choice, no will, no knowledge, cannot really know the future, prepare, choice, will. Nothing, no volition, nothing. So how can I attribute the result of something? That's the very, very Quranic methodology. If you really carefully read the Quran, you will understand this methodology is always employed. Saying that, go and ask them, invoke them. If they are going to answer you, it means go and ask them, can you be the source of existence of life, source of existence of an atom? Not necessarily that life is very complicated. So an atom or source of existence of a particle, can you give existence to a particle? Ask a positive question. Can you be the source of something? Or just using it. So the Quran says, this expression, this is important because not many scholars emphasize on this. Okay. فَادْعُوهُمْ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لَكُمْ فَادْعُوهُمْ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لَكُمْ Invoke them and let them answer to you. It means what do you want? What do you want? For example, I want nourishment. Example. So now go and ask, what is the source of nourishment? The food I ate. That's something, okay? The tomato. I ate tomato. It is the source of nourishment for me. So ask the tomato, can you give energy to my body so that I can sustain my life? The tomato, but investigate it. Is there any will? Is there any knowledge? Is there any power? Yeah. Is there any means? Does it have any means to operate my existence or existence of anything? Ask a positive question towards it. That means this invoke those whom you invoke. Anything you invoke beside God, they cannot. They are themselves created. It means they need to come into existence, like I need to come into existence. Yeah? I need to come into existence. So I need a source of my own existence by myself. Right? So these are not the simple thing. Go and, these are methodology. That's what we emphasize on understanding the Quran in a certain methodology. So try to derive the methodological principles employed in the Quran. So this is the simplest way of speaking to human beings. So you can make it sophisticated by using certain technical terminology. But mainly, this is the argument. They are themselves in need of being brought into existence. They cannot have free will. They cannot, okay. For example, a molecule or an atom or anything here, leave it here, it is there, finish. It cannot go this way or that way, choose. It cannot choose. It doesn't have a will. We know that. Okay. Carry on.
Have they feet to walk with, or hands to lay hold with, or eyes to see with, or ears to hear with? Say, call all those to whom you ascribe a share in God's divinity, scheme against me and give me no respite.
It means go and find any quality which they can operate with, right? They can, oh, yeah, it is really, for example, even human beings themselves. We have free will, we have knowledge, everything. Ask yourself, can you be the source of existence, the factor which has power to create? Can you give existence to anything? Existence to anything, or are you just using it? That is the simplest way of explaining. Do they have hands, feet to walk with, to hold, ear to hear? Do they have any choice, any quality? Ask them. It's very simple, isn't it? It's a beautiful argument the Quran is teaching us.
Yeah, I don't, well, I never really quite understood the Arabic even. So what is it saying is that look at your feet and you will realize that the feet is not the cause of your walking. Is that what it's saying? It's like, is that what the question is in the verse? Like,
The causes. It means the causes. We may tend to attribute anything to another cause at the same level, another thing. For example, the food I ate.
so it's exactly asking the same question like the food question that you asked, which is the feet cannot be the source of walking and the hands cannot be the source of...
Exactly.
Yeah,
What the Quran is teaching us, if you or anybody or any idea attributes a result, an effect to another thing as cause. So you have to ask, for example, what the effect, which qualities does the effect have? Right, for example, here I am, my cells, my body, my emotions, my human qualities, everything is here, okay? So if you attribute my existence to something else than the creator of the whole universe, then Quran is teaching us, does it have the means to accomplish this result? It means ask a positive question in principle. That's very important, extremely important. Do you have this? We have to ask the cause. Do you have the means, tools to fulfill this result, to accomplish this result, to give existence to this result? Do you understand? That food, hand, or feet, hands, eyes, ears, it means the positive factors that they may have and act accordingly. Do they have the qualities to give existence to any effect? Because am I not clear? Some people look puzzled. Is it clear? No. Did you?
So it's, okay, just to make sure that
Don't lose yourself in feet and hand. It means.
No, I understand. It's
Yeah.
just- But like, so, I mean, it's like, have they feet to walk with? It's basically, what I'm asking is it asking the same question as, because obviously, yes, you walk with your feet. So
No,
it's
not
asking.
you, they, the cause. Anything you ascribe to God. It's giving divine power. It means creatorship to anything. Because what we do, we say that this is making this. No, I mean, all the books you read in the schools, they say it makes this. It causes that. So the Quran says, go ask. Does it have the quality, the means to accomplish or to give existence to this result? That is methodology. The Quran is giving a simplest example to everybody to understand. So you don't have to study that being a human being, and at least a human being means at least a reasonable man, with no preconceived conception or decision, not bigoted or how do you say? Biased, yeah. Neither believe in God nor deny God. Don't be biased, that's a human being. And look at the universe. And everything is perfectly okay.
ويعبدون من دون الله ما لا يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ويقولون هؤلاء شفعاؤنا عند الله قل أتنبئون الله بما لا يعلم في السماوات ولا في الأرض سبحانه وتعالى عما يشركون.
So the same concepts are reinforced here, but from another perspective, not hand, not foot, it means some palpable qualities, but as if here the power of choice is emphasized. Yeah, especially what we do, but what the actually secularists do, make us ignore the will is operating everywhere. It means everything is coming into existence as a result of a conscious choice. They say it's happening by itself. As a human being, think about yourself. You know, my ears are coming by themselves. The cells in my ear also are coming into existence by themselves. What does it mean? The Quran says, use yourself. Can you come into existence by yourself? So you are a human being. Ask the question to yourself. Don't buy it. Whatever you hear. Because they keep saying that it causes this, it happens, this, there's a law, that's why it's happening. But where is the law? The way it is, the things are coming into existence are named as law, as if they have independent existence doing the things here and there. They call it natural. Where is natural? You know, you have to show it to me within nature. You have to show it to me within nature if it is natural. If you cannot show, here we will read in the verse now, you cannot show that something has willpower, chooses. If you cannot show it, how can you say that it is functioning? It has no will. It has no choice. But the result of the universe is perfect order. How can you really attribute it to? Because they are playing with the words in secular sciences. They are playing with the words without really letting the reader or the students realize what it really means. And Quranic language is so simple, so smooth, gives you the principles of thinking rationally, logically coming to a conclusion. As a human being saying that I am a human being, I cannot approve this understanding. We have to use this human intelligence, human senses, whatever, our humanity, to confirm it or to reject it. We should not use any external qualities such as we are Muslims, we don't believe that. It doesn't mean anything. We are Christians, we don't believe this. What do you mean? Why are you a Christian? Why are you a Muslim? What made you a Muslim? What made you a Muslim? Which kind of conclusions you have in your own reasoning so that you come to the conclusion that I am a Muslim? What is the reason for you to become a Muslim or to be a Muslim? You call it Muslim with an uppercase M. It's identity. We keep saying this. Political and social identities have no reality. Eric, be careful. So don't take a social identity. You know, I am a Muslim. So we believe in God, so we don't believe in, for example, the causes have doing something, whatever. No, you have to say, You don't believe that the causes can have an effect because I am convinced. That's why I am agreeing with the Quran. The Quranic teaching this, what we have been studying. Okay.
And they worship other than God, that which neither harms them nor benefits them.
You see, there is no will. You know, I'm going to harm you. I am going to benefit you. They have no choice in this. Anything other than the creator of the whole universe has choice. Do we understand that?
Has no choice.
Sorry?
Has no choice.
Has no choice. That, and nothing other than God has any power to choose. We don't see any sign that they are choosing. Deciding, you know, not this one, but this one. So I have to go here. For example, a molecule should say, no, I shouldn't be there, you know. Otherwise, the order will not work. I should be there. Yeah, I have to have these properties, not that properties. Look at atom. If you see any power to choose in them, don't believe in God. Don't be silly. Don't believe in God. Why? The atoms are choosing. Okay.
And they say, these are our intercessors with God.
So here, here, the intercessors is used in the in the same meaning with associations with God. Yes, shirk. Because they're attributing the quality to create, attributing to quality to choose to the things other than God. It means now intercession is denied here or rejected here because in the eye of the man, these things are creating, if you like, deciding to do something from themselves. Okay.
Say, do you inform God of something he does not know in the heavens or on the earth? Exalted is he and high above what they associate with him.
So God is beyond all what you think is apart from him having any willpower. Nothing has. It means nothing has any willpower, but the creator of the universe must have it. Here is the universe witnessing it. Huh? Shall we go further?
ألا لله الدين الخالص والذين اتخذوا من دونه أولياء ما نعبدهم إلا ليقربونا إلى الله زلفى. Is it not to God that sincere religion is due? But those who take for protectors other than God say, we only worship them in order that they may bring us nearer to God.
So don't even, it's now here, protectors and associators are, you say, I believe in God, yeah, but I am using it or doing something in order to become closer to God. But this has, whatever the means I have in my mind or in my understanding, if it is given power, if it is given any choice that they will decide and bring something into existence, that is false. That's rejected. Because it is not true. Right? Do we understand that? So not only human beings, let alone those graves, etc. That it's very simple. We talked about it in reducing these verses to only grave worshipping. It's a very extremely simplistic. It is just really, how do you say, making the Quran is a ridiculous source. It is a general principle applicable in every matter. Every matter. That's up to your understanding, your perception. Yeah?
So how would we fall into that mistake? Like, I never really think of something as being an associate of God so that it would bring me nearer to God. Maybe I'm doing it, but like not. You know what I mean? Like it applies to the grave worshippers, and maybe this is why people associate it with it. But like, do we ever do that?
Without realizing, of course, what we know that if someone believes that the universe has been created by God, and then says this thing is doing that, I am helping the poor, yeah, and weather is affecting my blah blah production or harvest. But look, then I'm not denying God. But you know, via them, I say they are created by God, but they themselves independently functioning. So, for example, my father, looked after me and took care of me. Alhamdulillah, God created my father. Right? You understand? But as an intercessor, not as an shirk. It means if I know that God created my father and all the actions of my father have also been created by God, my father only has chosen between two options. Rather than doing this, he did that. So because of his choice, he will be rewarded. But if I don't have this clearly, I am thanking God who gave me money to buy something. And money is buying. That is the fallacy that the Quran is really teaching us to be aware of. Let's go a bit faster. Okay.
قل ادعوا الذين زعمتم من دونه فلا يملكون كشف الضر عنكم ولا تحويلا أولئك الذين يدعون يبتغون إلى ربهم الوسيلة أيهم أقرب ويرجون رحمته ويخافون عذابه إن عذاب ربك كان محذورا. Say, call on those besides him whom you fancy. They have neither the power to remove your troubles from you nor to change them.
We understand. Now, really establishing now, we have to be very careful. Do they have the power to do anything? Yeah.
Those whom they call upon themselves seek the means of access to their Lord. Whoever of them is nearest, and they hope for his mercy and fear his chastisement.
It means everything needs to have those qualities on them to be created by the creator of the universe. So have the totality. So go back to the total of the universe, whoever created. That's very important. You know, in Islam, the Tawheed has two dimensions at the same time. How? Within each other, encircled, as if circles, how do you say? Encircled. How?
Circular?
Sorry?
Circular?
Not
Cyclic?
circular. No, encircled. It means like this. Yeah, like this. Who can be the creator of this boy? The one who created the whole universe, nobody else. Go really beyond the universe and see that the creator must be not of the nature of this universe. Okay. Are you going to go there? I'll come back again. Yeah. So, go. It means God is the creator of the universe, so he is the creator of the ingredients of the universe. Do we understand? So we cannot really say that God is the creator of the universe and period. No, it doesn't work. It's not practical. It's not practical, and we may fall into always mistakes. Always, if we just leave it there. We have to come from the macro world to the micro world, and at the same time, from the micro world to the macro world. Okay, we finished? I think that's, we understand that the means of access to they themselves need to be created by the creator of the universe. Okay.
قل ادعوا الذين زعمتم من دون الله لا يملكون مثقال ذرة في السماوات ولا في الأرض وما لهم فيهما من شرك وما له منهم من ظهير. Say, call upon those beings whom you imagine to be endowed with the divine powers besides God. They have not an atom's weight of power either in the heavens or on earth, nor have they any share in them either, nor does he have any helper from among them.
Do you notice that how the Quran is really teaching Tawheed, believing in the absoluteness of God, unity of God, is establishing. That's why we keep saying in our discussions in our class that the Quran is the training book of Tawheed, oneness of God. Establishing the oneness of God solves every problem that we face. So look how the verses are teaching. There are many examples are like this. So I keep saying that, we don't really study the Quran. We just repeat the cultural inheritance. We don't really pay attention to what the Quran is really teaching to me, how it is educating me. So we have to benefit from the teachings of the Quran, but we have to be careful. Yeah, I'm going a bit fast. Inshallah, let's go. Oh. Okay, read it in English. So, inshallah.
And certainly you have come to us alone as we created you at first, and you have left behind the things which we have gave you, and we do not see with you your intercessors about whom you asserted that they were God's associates in respect to you.
So it's here intercessors, as they were seen as God's associates. Do we understand now? I mean, we have to study, really. We have to study. We shouldn't hurry, but okay.
Certainly the ties between you are now cut off, and what you asserted is gone from you.
So these are beautiful things, we should be fair with the verses. These are beautiful ties between you and between you. Certainly the ties between you are now cut off. It means when you really question it, when you really say, are you, for example, they say, something keeps my life, okay? Are you the source of the existence of my life? Okay? When you die, and the source can't do anything. So it cut off. It means the source is not really having an effect on you. It means it doesn't have any power over you. You are created together with the source, the food or whatever. These are beautiful examples.
Just one comment. I think the Arabic expression for which we gave you, you have left behind the things which we gave you. ما خولناكم وراء ظهوركم. ما خولناكم in Arabic is much more powerful because it means more what we've empowered you with, right? So you were saying before that whatever God gave us is He gave us the power to do things.
So although the power itself is also created by Him.
Right.
Now, whatever we associate any deity, saying that you are the source of existence. The simple thing is, for example, I have performed prayers, so God will reward me because of my performance of prayers. You see, it is cut off. It left behind because it wasn't you who gave existence to your act of prayer or act of helping, or we associate the things good to us. We love it because we love to be good people. Yeah. Yeah.
لا يملكون الشفاعة إلا من اتخذ عند الرحمن عهدا.
Now be careful. Look. Okay.
They do not possess any means of intercession, but such a one such a one as has received permission or promise from the most beneficent God.
Oh, look. Nothing can have intercession, power to intercede, but those who received permission from God. What does it mean? If you attribute the thing that you are for the eating food, drinking water, or good weather, etc., breathing, these are acting with His permission. If you are aware of it, it means they are created by God for you. If you ascribe them to God, okay, you can go and drink your water. And you say, water is going to act within me with the permission from His Creator. It means I'm seeing that it's created by God. Yes? The very famous example that Jesus' miracles, or also with the same, with His permission. It means God created them. That's why they existed, not a person did it. Even Muhammad's miracles or whatever. Not only the Creator. So the Creator is one. Creator is one. The Creator of everything. So let's say we have a few minutes left. That is an hadith. Now look at this. Now we can understand this kind of hadith, what it means now. What the Prophet is teaching the people. Okay. Read the hadith, please.
Abu Umama, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, read the Quran, for it will come as an intercessor for its reciters on the day of resurrection.
Oh, the Quran will be the intercessor. Yeah, with His permission. What does it mean? Yeah, what does it mean? You understand now. Because only through reading the Quran, you can know what is true, what is right, what you should do. It will guide you because it is the speech of God. It's not the independent thing out there has a power to intercede. So if you follow the Quran, you will get closer to God. Yeah, not the Quran is going to teach you whatever the Quran or Mus'haf, the book. No. But do you understand that? I'm going a bit fast. So if you follow the Quran and saying that this is what is sent to me to guide me in this world. By whom? God. So you will read the Quran, you will learn what is right, what is wrong, but you will understand that you will be conscious of this reality that with the permission of God, it is. The Quran itself, the Mus'haf itself can't do anything. The word itself can't do anything. So your taking of the Quran will help you. Will take you to God. It means attach you to God. Am I going too fast? Is it okay? Yep. So we understood understood now what intercession means. Yeah. Something. You just only. Can I get you blanket? Okay. Once.
يا أيها النبي إنا أرسلناك شاهدا ومبشرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا.
Yep.
O Prophet, lo, we have sent you as a witness and a bearer of good news and a warner, and as a one who invites to God by His permission, and as a lamp that gives light.
So the Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam, but with his permission. Yeah? It means our attitude towards the Prophet. If our attitude towards the Prophet is such that I am getting guidance from God, and the Prophet is not the source of anything. Yeah? It's not the source of anything. But he is like a tree, you know. Tree gives me fruit, but tree is not the source of the fruit. So he is the source. He is the source of he is not the source of the guidance I receive from it. If I follow his teachings as instructed by God, as instructed by God, seeing that, for example, I will follow the prophetic teaching, I will say, who is guiding me? Yeah, the creator of everything, including the prophet, including the message. The message we receive from the Quran, the message we receive from the prophet are all created by God. We have to be very careful. So in this sense, for example, the prophet says, I'm going to intercede those people who follow me. Yeah, here is the verse. Yeah.
لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا. There has been for you in the messenger of God an excellent example for anyone whose hope is in God and the last day and who remembers God often.
So we understand that the prophet is the messenger, the intercessor, if only I follow him. Yeah, because there is a good example created by God in him. Yep. So we have to be very, very aware that we should not idolize anybody, including the prophet. But we have to follow him. Why? Because it has been given, or he has been given, any prophet. They have been given these qualities. Now, the good examples, excellent examples for anyone whose hope is in God. It means if you want to reach God, what we are, understand, reach God means understand, reach that belief in God, understand it, you have to follow the messenger, this teaching. But we bear in mind that it is from that. Yeah.
قد كانت لكم أسوة حسنة في إبراهيم والذين معه. Indeed, there has been an excellent example for you in Abraham and those with him.
Yeah, it means not only Muhammad. Yeah, we shouldn't be racist or nationalist. Yeah. Ibrahim also. Yeah.
Dr. Kari, can I ask a question? So, when we're asked to love the prophet or any of the prophets or any, like I know you explained this before, it doesn't contradict with that, but what are we loving him for then if he's like, not the creator of
It
anything?
means carrier. Do you love the food you eat? Tastes nice,
Yeah.
yeah? Yeah. But your consciousness, what we established from the beginning, your perception of the event. How do you explain the existence of this taste? This, why do you love prophet? Because he's bringing the news to you from God, by the permission of God. بإذنه. Yep.
لقد كان لكم فيهم أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر ومن يتول فإن الله هو الغني الحميد. There has been for you in them an excellent example for anyone whose hope is in God and the last day, and whoever turns away, then indeed God is self-sufficient, the praiseworthy.
So this is in them, that's why I choose this, all the prophets, the messengers, however you understand from the concept of messenger, they are all from God.
قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم. Say, if you love God, then follow me. God will love you and forgive you your faults, and God is forgiving, merciful.
So if you love God, if you want to reach God and have a perfect understanding of God, follow the teachings of the prophets which have been given to them by their Creator. Yeah? So see how we should really understand the intercessor there. They are interceding between me and God by carrying the message from Him. But I have to be very careful. So when you love the prophet, what does it mean? You are loving God. That's why, but if you love God, then follow me, God will love you. You see? Coming from God and going back to God. So following the prophet means getting the message from God. Right? Be aware of it. It is from God. He's not making up.
Okay, that's just a quick question. So the fruit doesn't have a choice, doesn't have a free will.
Yeah.
I love the fruit for the qualities, and I realize the qualities are given by God. In the case of loving a human being who's like the messenger and intercessor,
Because of
anything.
the quality.
Yeah,
No.
but he has a free will.
So, okay, free will, we studied that free will is choosing the already existing things. They are
Right.
not giving
Is
existence.
he loved for his choice as well to carry the message, and or is he not attributed any?
Whatever, because because of his choice. All right, that is not the point now today when we are late.
Okay.
But because of his choice, but it doesn't mean that he is the source of the guidance. Yeah. So when you love the prophet in order to follow it, if you don't follow, for example, prophetic teaching, your love of prophet is baseless. Yeah. So if you follow the prophet, the teaching of the prophet, teaching through the prophet we receive, then it should take you back to God. If you stay there, get lost. Because it would mean if we stay in the prophet, not back to God, it means we are not taking the prophet as an intercessor, but intercessor not from himself, as given permission. Then what we are doing, really we are worshipping, if you like, associating the prophet as an associator, or as a partner, as a partner to God. Now, I think we understand all this, but we should study them. So here is the hadith. Okay, that's the last one.
Narrated Anas, the Prophet said, "None of you will have faith till he loves me more than his father, his children, and all mankind."
What does it mean? We have to love him. What does it mean? The prophet, we have to love the prophet, not the body. What makes him the prophet? All the prophets, the Quran said, all of them. Why do we love the prophets? Because they are bringing the news from our God, and they are taking us back to God. It means they are teaching us how to connect to God. That's what it means. So if I don't love the prophetic teaching more than my father, it means my father has the priority, and then the prophet comes. My father's teaching is what? His own choice. The prophetic teaching is with the permission of God. Do you see what I mean? So that's why we have to love the prophet more than anything else. It means whatever makes the prophet, the person, as a prophet, that's what I have to love, the prophethood, messengership of that person. Not because of he's a handsome guy or whatever. Good man, prophethood. It means message bearer. I think this is the last. Yeah. What? I think that this is the last one. That was the last one, wasn't it? Okay, this is the last one, yeah. So thank you very much for your patience. It was a bit loaded, heavy, lots of things we have to study actually. Inshallah, when you write your notes, are you ready? So when you write notes, and I'll send the PowerPoint as well. Those people who are taking notes, we have to study the notes, inshallah. Yep, agree? Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Al-Fatiha. This hadith needs to be studied, at least half an hour. It's not because we love our children, we love our father, and say that of course I believe in God and give priority to the choice of our parents, and for the benefit of our children, we forget about God. Rather than being in the real sense intercessor, we become associator. years. Yeah. So it takes time. Inshallah, I'll see you next Wednesday. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Sorry, it was a tiring.